This is a Pershing 80. Built in a place called Marotta Mondolfo on the east coast of Italy, Pershing have become one of the world's leading brands of luxury performance yachts. But this Pershing 80 is being filmed for a very particular reason. And that particular reason is that this yacht, that was delivered in 2010 and is called LOUNOR, has become available for sale. So this is your opportunity to take a look at the yacht from a buyer's point of view. What are the things that you would like to see if you are seriously considering this kind of a purchase? Well, we'll be looking at it all, from the engine room to the wardrobe space, from the crew quarters to the incredible performance of the Pershing 80. All of that is coming up. And let's start with the engine room and the crew quarters, since they are in fact located in the same area of the yacht, together with the galley. You'll notice that space for the galley has been favoured so that the crew have a proper crew mess and a high level of food can be served on board without any real compromise. 2 crew cabins are situated off the galley so that the yacht can actually accommodate a maximum of 3 crew. The owner of this yacht, as with many other yachts of this size and type, runs LOUNOR very comfortably with a crew of 2 though. Directly off the crew mess is access to the crew bathroom and the engine room. And for a potential buyer, this is of course a really important area to take a look at. On LOUNOR, you get a sense that the yacht has been very well maintained. No signs of oil leaks or other indications of neglect, just a very tidy and clean area. And we'll be coming back to this area later when we look at the performance of the yacht. First though, let's take a quick walk through. Starting with the aft deck, and you'll notice both the well-proportioned dining table and also the very generous sunbathing area here. What you may not have noticed though is this sliding panel that opens and closes electrically so that you can regulate just how much shade you want here. You may be wondering what this cabinetry here is for too. It's actually an emergency escape from the crew quarters to the aft deck. Whilst on the other side there's a really nice Miele barbecue grill and wash basin with storage underneath. While we're on the outside, let me show you that the designers have incorporated some useful rails in the superstructure so that you can access the foredeck safely. And the Pershing 80 really does use this area to the best of its potential. Again, good sized sun pads, but also a very well sized seating area that can be covered with its own collapsible bimini top. And again, plenty of storage space. These side lockers run forward of the superstructure and are currently being used mostly for safety equipment such as the life rafts, although there's plenty of space here for other things too. Now let's take a look inside, where a spacious lounge area benefits from a pop-up television and an inside dining table. Pershing work very closely with Poltrona Frau for the sofas and upholstery, a company that's become one of the top names in yacht interiors and is actually located in the same area of Italy as Pershing. Past the spectacular helm station, and we descend to the owners and the guest cabins. And the owner's stateroom has real wow factor, arranged with a bed on one side of the cabin and benefiting from that huge side window, and a gorgeous bathroom on the other, once again with light gushing in from that feature side window. In the interest of giving you a buyer's perspective of the yacht though, let me show you a couple of extra features here. The wardrobe that appears limited from the outside but actually stretches far back to offer plenty of space, added to these other storage areas. And then look at the cool pull-out desk or beauty table that pairs neatly with the Poltrona Frau seat. To starboard there is a twin cabin, and LOUNOR also has a third Pullman bunk here. And to port, there's another twin cabin with an ensuite bathroom. I should add that this bathroom actually has 2 doors so that it can double up as a dayhead. And finally, forward, a very attractive VIP stateroom is located that also benefits from a well-sized ensuite bathroom.
So we've seen the layouts and some of the features of the yacht, but most people interested in the Pershing 80 are attracted to the fact that those twin MTU engines that we saw earlier produce 2,435 horsepower each. This yacht will reach 50 knots, making it the fastest production yacht in its category in the world. Now usually even a qualified buyer can't just go out to sea and try the yacht until he's paid the deposit and signed a contract. But for you today, I've got the VIP treatment.
One of the most appealing factors of Pershing is that she is built for speed and performance. While some other manufacturers will design one hull and then use it for flybridge and open models with a variety of different engine options, Pershing designed their hulls exclusively for high performance, and it really shows. On a sea trial of any yacht, you're really interested in whether there is excessive vibration and whether the yacht reaches the speed that it should. Now bear in mind that I'm filming this at the end of the summer season, when yachts can sometimes perform a little slower due to the growth on the hull and props that accumulates prior to winter works. LOUNOR performed incredibly, and the owner told me that not only does she easily reach 50 knots, but she can cruise very comfortably at 42 knots. He can get from Antibes to Saint-Tropez in half an hour. In the summer, when traffic is at its worst, you couldn't even do that in a Ferrari. The lines of the yacht are designed by Fulvio Di Simone, and she's one of those yachts that looks fast even at anchor. But dropping the anchor gave me the opportunity to show you the tender storage capacity too, and LOUNOR actually houses both a 3.25 metre Williams tender and also a Sea-Doo personal watercraft. Her swim ladder is a particularly innovative design, and on her huge swim platform there's even storage space for fenders and lines.
There's one other feature about this yacht that I want to mention, and having been personally involved with the sale of many other yachts, I do believe it's an important one. You see, usually when I film a yacht, I interact with the broker and with the captain to get the information that I need. But on LOUNOR, the owner himself, the seller, was personally involved with the process. Now, why is that so important? You would be amazed at how many deals just fall apart because the seller is so far removed from the process, you can't get a speedy response to keep the deal moving forward. Now, we've already established that this is a great example of a Pershing 80. It's well maintained, it performs well, but add to that you have an engaged seller who's keen to help the sales process work, and you have the best example of a Pershing 80 on the market today, if not the best example of any yacht in this category. Also, it's my colleague Sebastian Clavet that represents the owner, and he is without a doubt the most knowledgeable broker for this kind of yacht. So if you are interested in more details, it's his email address that will be on screen in a moment.